honestly, don't really know how I'm gonna start this video, but how's it going, everyone? Welcome to, I guess a beta test video. I've been trying to think of more unique video ideas to do, and this is probably not the most unique idea in the world, but I know my way around Photoshop quite well, and I think I want to start making some videos, I guess, relating to Pokemon. I've seen obviously plenty of videos. I've seen people make plenty of like fusion videos and stuff, like Brett Ultimates. I've seen him use Photoshop. I see stuff like that. I'm like, that looks like a lot of fun. I could probably do something like that. Maybe not so much fusion wise, but I could do a series relating to Pokemon where I use Photoshop to edit images, I guess. So basically, what I'm thinking about here is doing a series where I take your guys' suggestions on some bad shiny Pokemon and I fix them. Like I said, it's not the most unique thing in the world. Plenty of people have done it before, but I think I have an eye for what looks good. So, I mean, if you just look at my YouTube channel, like, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I think I have one of the best looking Pokemon channels in terms of graphics. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna cut that out. Don't want to trigger anyone. I won't cut that out, by the way. Will I? I don't know. But yeah, I have an eye for what looks good. So, you know, I wanna fix some shinies, and I guess you guys can watch the process if that's something that interests you. These videos will be nice and laid back, and if I'm being completely 100% honest with you, my train leaves in 6 hours, and I need 2 more videos. I mean, that is true, but I did want to do this for a while, but I just never really sat down and did it. And I never really knew how to sit down and do it, so I was sort of just like, just hit record and talk, you idiot. So, as you can see on screen, the first shiny Pokemon we have is Shiftry. Now, I understand why shiny Pokemon are the way they are. I understand the color limitations back in the day. That's why shiny Pokemon now are much better, for the most part at least. But I still think it's fun to, you know, to talk about what could be. And making videos about shiny Pokemon get a lot of views, so why not? Yeah, first Pokemon here we have Shiftry. Now, personally, like, okay, people have different views on what shiny Pokemon, I guess, should be. So for me personally, like, okay, so for some people, they think the shiny Pokemon should be a drastic change in color. So, you know, it's obvious to tell the difference. I mean, you can tell the difference between these two just fine, but like, personally, like, what I think, I think shiny all right, shiny Shiftry, he looks good. Nah, I think shiny Pokemon, like, I like simple shinies. For example, okay, so Aron and Lairon, for example, I really like those shinies. Let me show you what they are. Right, so this is Aron. Lairon is basically kind of the same. Aggron does get a little bit different when it's shiny. This is Aron, right? So it doesn't look much different. The left is obviously regular, right is shiny. I like simplistic shinies, not all the time, you know, because I've already made a top 10 favorite shiny Pokemon, and I do plan on revising that. So not all the time I like simplistic shinies, but I think sometimes simplistic shinies are better. And Shiftry, I think, is one of those Pokemon that I think a simplistic shiny would look nicer on. So yeah, I think Shiftry would look really good. Some autumny sort of colors on his leaves. Maybe add some. Ew, it's too much saturation. I'm a big fan of saturation, I'm sorry. Alright, before I do that color change, I should probably select the borders here. Alright, so I believe the settings was like minus, was it like plus 20? I think it was plus 20, then minus like 120. Yeah, so I think that's about right. I'm feeling like a nice autumny color like this. That looks really cool on Shiftry. I think the only thing that's bothering me is his body is a bit, obviously it's the exact same color as he was before. So I'm feeling an eye color change is important here. Now, originally with this series or whatever, I was gonna just do like the Sugimori, you know, the official Pokemon art, but I figured like it was easier to get an understanding of how I wanted it to look if I used just the 3D models. Because if I use obviously the Sugi art colors aren't exactly the same as they are in game. So I think it would be easier for you guys to understand, show you I guess the 3D model that I'm talking about, and then just change it from there. So I think, like, honestly, it might make him look super evil, but I think like a red color for the eyes would be super cool. That's a bit, maybe a bit dark. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Like, it's the way I think about this, I think autumny colors is sort of what I'm going for, and I don't really have like a design planned out in my head or anything. I'm just sort of doing it, and if it turns out cool, then why not? I know I'm like kind of taking inspiration from Aron here, by making his eyes super red. If you could see his pupils, it'd probably look better. Maybe that's a bit too dark of a red. I mean, like, if it's lighter though, it'll just look like he's high. So I don't know. I think that doesn't look too bad though. I think one thing, I think the only other change, like, you know, I want to keep this as simplistic as possible. I think all I really want to do now is change his body. Like, I think he might look cool if I desaturated his body a bit. Right, so I think I've selected his brown parts for the most part. So like, I don't know, maybe like I mean, that's kind of like going in the direction of his last shiny, you know, this sort of color. I'm not really sure what color. Like, I was thinking more of like a desaturated, like, I mean, I guess just his normal color, but like this. Oh my god, that looks sick. What? I'm a big fan of desaturation too. Like, I think like something like this. I think this just goes well because like it makes his eyes stand out a bit more, makes his leaves stand out more. And I don't know, I think that's a cool shiny. I don't know, maybe it's a bit too good to be true. Maybe it's a bit too good looking to be true. I'm gonna change the color a little bit. I don't know. Like, I think maybe something like that would look like more realistic. Like, I think this just looks a bit too dark. I think maybe it's his red eyes. Like, should I turn off his red eyes? Right, we're gonna try again. Let's try a different color. Maybe red is a bit too deep. I mean, blue doesn't look too bad, but I don't know. I was going for like autumny colors with this. I mean, like, they don't really change his eye color too much in his actual shiny. So maybe it could just stay yellow because that is already an autumny color. I just thought it'd be cool to like try out red or something. What do you guys think? Do you like my try on Shiftry? Do you like his, what do you prefer, his yellow eyes or his red eye? I think red's a bit too much. I think I'm preferring yellow now. So yeah, I think this works. I don't know. I mean, I'm always self-conscious when I do stuff like this because I'm like, oh, they're gonna hate it. They're not gonna like my design. But it is, of course, just my opinion. I'm not saying like I have more authority than other people to judge shinies and stuff. It's just what I think looks good. I mean, maybe I'm just too much of an edgy boy. But like Shiftry, okay, let's be fair. Shiftry is a dark type Pokemon. Real quick, I'm gonna be that guy and I'm gonna add some brightness and contrast because that is my favorite thing in the world. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Oh my god, imagine that in game. I think I prefer this my shiny Shiftry. Let me know your thoughts. Let's try a different shiny out now. Right, so now this isn't necessarily a shiny that I despise or dislike. I really like shiny Manectric, I'm gonna be real with you. But with what they did to shiny Electric, what I like in shiny Pokemon a lot is consistency. As you like, okay, for example, the shiny Nidoking, the shiny Nidoking line just stays blue the whole way through. The Nidoqueen, the Nidorina line turns pink, except Nidoqueen. Nidoqueen goes green, and you're just like, bro, what the, you know, you're mad. So I like consistency. And I think what would have been an amazing shiny for Manectric is if he were to go green, just like Manectric went the same blue that he eventually evolves into, you know? Oh, I do like shiny Manectric, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't, it's not really a shiny I think I would exactly like, but one thing, I guess one of the reasons why I'm doing this series is because I'm curious. I want to see what my ideas would look like. So I'm actually not gonna hide you, I'm actually just gonna move you over here. This is, shiny Electric's fine. What I'm looking for is to make shiny Manectric the same color as regular Electric. I think that'd be a cool concept. I don't know, I just like consistency. You might see me do a lot of shinies like these. I don't know, I thought it always kind of bugged me. I was like, excuse me, Manectric mate, why are you not green? You know? I think I need to do a better selection. Let's do better. Okay, that should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this here. And I think what I'm simply just gonna do is I think the best way to go about coloring it is desaturating. Oh my god, that looks hella edgy. Then we're gonna color, actually wait, my Photoshop's weird and it doesn't let me color select, so I'm gonna just color select you from here. I'm gonna go to colors. Oof, Jesus, that looks alright. Just gonna get this one. It doesn't look good right now, but bear with me. I'm gonna go color. Kinda worked. I mean, like, it's just me not being good at Photoshop. I think we're gonna do is we're gonna just try and recreate the green in here. Yeah, the hue slider, because I think it turns out better. Oh, that looks kind of close. I don't want to be lazy with this, you know. I think I just need to desaturate a tad more. I think that is pretty I I mean, maybe like a bit more to the, that looks about right, I think. Maybe this, okay, I think we're spot on about, for the most part. That looks much better than whatever I had before. Yeah, this is correct. Okay. See, I don't know. I mean, that was a simple change. I could maybe change his eye color. Wait, shiny, he doesn't really have an eye color, so like, it's not necessary. I have a similar beef with Gulpin and Swalot. Now, it's not that, you know, Gulpin evolves, Gulpin shiny is Swalot's regular color, and then, you know, Swalot breaks it. It's just like, I think they would look good with color swaps, if that makes sense. So I think we're done with that Manectric shiny. Before we finish up though, I'm gonna quickly just do my good old contrast. I'm gonna go ahead and add that +2. That's probably a bit much actually. Let's add that, maybe this. Oof, that doesn't look too bad actually. I don't know. I think I still like the one that Game Freak made, the middle one obviously. I think I like that one more just because I'm edgy, but I think I wouldn't mind seeing this. He looks cool. I think it adds, you know, there's not enough good green shiny Pokemon. I think that would be a good green shiny Pokemon if it existed. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a Swalot folder here. Like, okay, I don't necessarily hate either of these two shinies, but I just think personally a color swap would look much better on them. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I the same idea as Manectric and Electrike. I think here's the boy. Okay. I think if Gulpin, like, it's a simple color change too, because they're just like, they're just normal boy. They're just like sacks. I think like if Gulpin was purple, like the same purple as Swalot, like, is it like desaturate, maybe like increase, pardon me. It's hard to get like the exact color with the hue slider. It doesn't have to be the exact color though, I guess. But like we're gonna deselect this little hair strand, whatever this is. We're not trying to change that, man. You can stay yellow. Because I want like some, you know, I'm a big fan of like having something, like I'm a big fan of having some colors the same, and I think having his little hair strand being the same and having Swalot's little mustache be the same color is pretty cool. So I think, yeah, what we're looking to do is make Gulpin like a purple. Now obviously it might not be the perfect purple. Swalot's got like a really weird purple going on. That's a bit, okay, this one's close. I think I can maybe raise the saturation a bit, or is that not? Oh, okay, that one's looking close. Maybe lower the saturation a bit. Hell yeah, this is looking pretty close, I think. I mean, just for like a quick Photoshop job, I think that looks much better on Gulpin personally, and I think Swalot could have the same treatment here. All right, so we just want to just duplicate his mustache, and then we're gonna try and make him like the same green colors as Gulpin. Maybe we just need to actually, maybe not. I was gonna say maybe we just need to do the same hue change, but that's not the case at all. So like, I think it's about there. I would say. I just realized his eyes are changing color too. God damn it. I want to change his eyes separately. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I shouldn't change them, but I just want to, if I'm going to change his eye color, I don't want it to be changed because of his body color, you feel? Maybe I'm just being too picky over a simple Pokemon. But I think this green looks much nicer. Spectre is a big fan of Gulpin and Swalot, so I'm not sure what he's going to think. But I personally prefer this to the blue shiny we got. I don't know, like, I like the color blue, but I just don't think it looks that good on these Pokemon, and I think it would be much cooler, like, let's just get rid of these, yeah, like, yeah, this would be much cooler, like, a color swap, like this, I think I legitimately could see these in game, like, this is something I think is perfectly viable to happen in game. So that's my take on Gulpin and Swalot. Anyone that ever says Hoodlum Scrafty hates green shiny Pokemon, show them this video. That's a criticism I got. I made a top 10 worst shiny Pokemon, and one of the criticisms was, you just hate the color green. No, I even said in that video specifically, green is one of my favorite colors. But anyone that calls me out on it, look, I just made 2 green shiny Pokemon, like, because I think green, it just looks good on them. Some Pokemon it just doesn't work. Like, how can you defend Green Stantler? Probably one of the most seen shiny Pokemon on a regular basis, because there's like a specific event that only allows you to have Genesect. Genesect is shiny, like, so he's used a lot, right? And for the longest time in Pokemon X and Y, when Pokebank first came out and Genning wasn't as prevalent or whatever, shiny Genesect was all you ever saw. Regular Genesect was never seen. Shiny Genesect, it was just always shiny. And I think I just grew to hate it. I mean, it's not necessarily bad, but I'm just not, like, I don't know, I really don't know what, it's just red. I mean, it might have looked cooler if they actually like reversed his colors fully, because they kind of just like left his eyes desaturated, I guess. I think they could have just done something cooler. Like, let me just have a quick look at the hue slider. Oh, we have a clickbait thumbnail. It's actually really hard to make a shiny Genesect because I think the original one's colors are just so good. Maybe like a bluish color is what I was originally thinking, but I don't know how I feel about that. Like, this doesn't look too bad, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't want to seem like I'm being like lazy or anything, but I just had this idea. How about, since this is like a beta video, how about you, I don't want to spend like way too much time on this. I've already been recording for about 50 minutes, so I'm going to cut it down and stuff. But let me know what you guys thought of this as a series idea. Would you like me to continue to fix shinies? Is there anything else you'd like to see me do in Photoshop? I'm not really against doing fusion stuff, but like, I'm not sure if I can be as like creative as other people that already do them. So I'm not really trying to step on toes either. But is there anything you wanted me to see do like Photoshop wise for Pokemon stuff? And if you want me to continue this, let me know, and can you give me some shiny suggestions to fix up maybe? And thirdly, my idea was, if I'm gonna make this a series, I would like you guys to fix shiny Genesect for me, and then tweet me pictures with hashtag fix your shiny or something. Fix your shiny. Let's just do fix your shiny. Jackson ripoff. Tweet your shiny Genesect fixes at me, and I'll feature them in the next video. And I guess that's a way to get some viewer interaction into this. Show off what you guys think, and I'll tell you guys what I think of your shiny fix. I think this could be a really good series. I just need to figure out how to do it and structure it properly. Thanks for watching this first beta episode anyway. Hopefully you enjoyed. It's something laid back and different. Catch you guys next time.